SS Torrey Canyon was an LR2 Suezmax Class oil tanker with a cargo capacity for 120,000 tons of crude oil. She was shipwrecked off the western coast of Cornwall, England, in March 1967, causing an environmental disaster. At the time, she was the largest vessel ever to be wrecked. Design and history. When laid down by the Newport News Shipbuilding and Dry Dock Company in the USA in 1959, she had a capacity of 60,000 tons. However, the ship was later enlarged in Japan to 120,000 tons capacity. At the time of the shipwreck, she was owned by Barracuda Tanker Corporation, a subsidiary of the Union Oil Company of California, and registered in Liberia but chartered to British Petroleum. She was 974.4 feet long, 125.4 feet beam and 68.7 feet draft. Accident and oil spill. On the 19th of February 1967, Torrey Canyon left the Kuwait National Petroleum Company refinery at Mina al-Amadi, Kuwait on her final voyage with full cargo of crude oil. The ship reached the Canary Islands on the 14th of March. Further, the planned route was to Milford Haven in Wales. Torrey Canyon struck Pollard's Rock on Seven Stones Reef between the Cornish mainland and the Isles of Scilly. On the 18th of March, it became grounded and, several days later, began to break up. In an effort to reduce the size of the oil spill, the British government decided to set the wreck on fire by means of airstrikes from the Fleet Air Arm and Royal Air Force. On the 28th of March 1967, FAA Blackburn Buccaneers from RNAS Lossiemouth dropped 1,000-pound bombs on the ship. Afterwards, RAF Hawker Hunter from RAF Chavana dropped cans of jet fuel to fuel the blaze. However, the fire was put out by high tides, and further strikes were needed to reignite the oil. By FAA de Havilland Sea Vixens from RNAS Yeovilton and Buccaneers from the RNAS Broadie, as well as RAF Hunters with napalm. Bombing continued into the next day, until Torrey Canyon. A total of 161 bombs, 16 rockets, 1,500 tons of napalm and 44,500 liters of kerosene were used. Attempts to contain the oil using foam-filled containment booms were largely unsuccessful due to the boom's fragility in high seas. Aftermath. An inquiry in Liberia, where the ship was registered, found shipmaster Pastrengo Ruggiati was to blame, because he took a shortcut to save time to get to Milford Haven. Additionally, a design fault meant that the helmsman was unaware that the steering selector switch had been accidentally left on autopilot and hence was unable to carry out a timely turn to go through the shipping channel. The wreck lies at a depth of 30 meters.